episode 39. There is sunshine when it rains. Seattle Mariner fans, be excited about the 2017 season. Your ownership group is in the best place it's been in 40 years. We're going to talk about some of your history and how this management team has allowed Jerry DiPoto to finally let the reins off the team and get the trade winds a blowing. Woo! He's been making some moves left and right. And down in Soto Moto District and down in Safeco Field area is going to be rocking this year. So Seattle fans, get ready. Let's get into trivia. Don Mattingly wore what jersey number for the New York Yankees? He had a mustache. He played first base. 1, 2, 3. Jersey number 23. It's also retired out in center field, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Didn't even make it off the first couple ballots. So Yankee fans love him. Interesting enough, he's the manager for the Marlins. We just talked about that yesterday. And in the news yesterday, Don Mattingly lifted the facial hair ban of 1 year that Jeffrey Loria had put on the team. It's kind of weird. I guess Jeffrey Loria idolized George Steinbrenner, if we couldn't tell. More New York guys saying what's going on, trying to dictate people. We talked about that yesterday. Let's move on. Nope, facial hair, grow it off in Miami, okay? News and notes, what am I thinking about? I'm excited. Spring training, pitchers and catchers going down. What's your favorite cartoon from the 80s? Here's mine. Fa la 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 la. Smurfs, baby. I'm excited as I possibly can be. Spring training is here. Pitchers and catchers are starting off today. That's enough. If you're not excited now, turn off the TV. That's not even a joke. Turn off the YouTube, call it whatever you want. Unplug the radio, right? I'm excited, be excited. Also excited about World Baseball Classic. I'm not going to keep talking about it. March 20th, 21st, 22nd in Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium. Please meet me there. Make your plans. World Baseball Classic. Something that comes every 4 years. It's going to be fantastic, okay? Back to what we were discussing with Seattle. Let's get into the history of the Mariners, what's going on with that, and why am I talking about them right now? There's one ring that rules them all. One owner that still rules the landscape of Major League Baseball. And who am I talking about? I'll just give it away, yes. The ex-commissioner himself, Bud Selig, in my opinion, still rules the majority of Major League Baseball. He still has his pockets in with all the owners. He used to be an owner. Owners are what decide the league. They control the commissioner. We've been talking about this all week, right, everybody? Okay, what happened to Bud? He grew up in Milwaukee. He comes from Romanian immigrants. Okay, they're a big baseball fan. They grew up in Milwaukee. His mother graduated from college, which is a fantastic feat for a woman. Growing in the 40s and 50s, being a migrant, graduating from college, what a fantastic job she did. She instilled a business into Bud. He goes up to college, comes back to Milwaukee. The minor league team there in Milwaukee, Bud and his dad are kind of involved in, if you can believe this or not, car leases. Businessmen, money, nothing to do with baseball. Bud had a history degree from college. He comes back to Milwaukee. He's involved in the car dealership business. And what was awesome was the Milwaukee minor league team, which then morphed into the Boston team, came the Milwaukee Braves, right, was owned by the people, similar to the Green Bay Packers, right? You know what I'm talking about, Packers. They're America's team because they're owned in public stock. At one point, Bud Selig was the #1 private stockholder for the Milwaukee Braves. Braves had to get forced out of town because Chicago wanted to leave them, okay? In '69, 4 teams are going to get expanded. The commissioner comes out in '68 and says Milwaukee should need a team. Bud wants a team. He even brings the White Sox in '67 and '68 and played in Milwaukee. He's still drumming up business for baseball, trying to get a new team in. But what do? They get 4 expansion teams away. Kansas City and Seattle and Montreal and San Diego. Bud gets snubbed. He gets mad. What's he do? Next year, he goes into 1970, he goes and steals the Seattle Pilots. In 1969, that wasn't the Mariners, that was the Seattle Pilots. They were in Seattle for 1 year. They went bankrupt for something going on political downtown Seattle. Bud sneaks in, swoops him away, brings him to Milwaukee. He's the Milwaukee savior. He says he's the owner of Milwaukee because he was a share stockholder before, and he branched off this baseball club, right? So Bud's just finagling the whole way, right? Mariners fans don't get a team back until '77 with Toronto. They've got 14 losing seasons. It's been a disaster. We all know they won 116 games in 2001. But Seattle, this is the time for you now, okay? Nintendo owned the team from '92 until about 2 years ago. Nintendo changed their hands a little bit. They gave controlling partners away, hence Robbie Cano, hence Nelson Cruz, hence a lot of these new trades with DiPoto. So Mariner fans, be excited, all right? It's unbelievable time for your ownership group. You guys are just busting off. Bud Selig had his hands in Seattle for a long time, but no more Bud, okay? You do your own thing. Seattle fans are going to do their own thing. shout out. I'm doing a shout out to myself. Spencer Dodger's been working hard, and I don't know if you guys watch morning baseball shows, but I hit it on the head. Last night I talked about the Bastards of Baseball, a documentary about the Portland Mavericks, and one of the guys that's famous from that team is Rob Nelson, who's the creator of Big League Chew. A show on a major network had Rob Nelson on their network this morning. So I don't know how I did it, but I talked about this stuff yesterday. It was on the big network today, and I'm giving Midnight Baseball a shout out. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be hip, we're trying to be live, we're trying to be informative, and we're getting information out to you as possibly can, okay? Trivia. What's Bud Selig's real first name? It's not Bud. They call him Bud because he's a smoozer. He's a nice guy, right? Hence the salesman. Hence how he got his way to the very top of baseball. What's Bud's real name? I got my gratitude to all my midnight players, my faithful watchers, Raklife, baseball gods. I love everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Or in a couple days. Oh, gotta walk off. Gotta walk off. Gotta walk off. Gotta get it going. I almost forgot my walk off again.